It could cost you a cup of coffee. That's about 95 cents a month from you as a taxpayer to repave some of Durham's worst streets. Hello, I'm Tom Bonfield, Durham City Manager. On November 2nd, voters will be asked to decide if the city may borrow $20 million to finish repaving 150 miles of streets in the worst condition. It's an important decision that will have a long-term impact on street maintenance in Durham for years to come. It's also a decision that the city administration wants you to be fully informed about before you cast your vote. Currently, Durham maintains about 680 miles of streets, of which 1 in 5 is rated in poor or very poor condition, as determined by a pavement condition survey completed 3 years ago. Funds from 2005 and 2007 bonds totaling approximately $20 million allowed Durham to repave about half of the backlog that resulted from years of inadequate spending on street maintenance. By early next summer, all of the bond funds will have been used to repave approximately 110 miles of streets in all parts of Durham. We've come a long way in catching up on our street maintenance, but we still have a long way to go, 150 miles to be exact. Residents keep telling us that fixing our streets is still a top priority. So why now? The economic slowdown makes now an ideal time to invest in our streets and put people back to work. Oil prices are 30% lower than they were 3 years ago, making asphalt prices lower as well. Bid prices from contractors to perform such work have dropped significantly because fewer jobs are available. And our streets will continue to deteriorate, costing taxpayers more in the long run if we do not improve our streets over the coming 2 years. Issuing general obligation bonds or borrowing money is the most cost-effective way to pay for large-scale capital projects such as street repaving. And because Durham maintains a AAA bond rating along with current financial market conditions, the city can borrow at the lowest interest rates, some of the lowest in recent years. Ultimately, if approved by voters on November 2nd, this bond will enable the city to repave another 150 miles of our worst streets over the next 2 paving seasons in 2011 and 2012. What does this mean for you? For the owner of a $150,000 home, the annual tax increase needed to pay for better roads for Durham is about $11.40 a year, less than a cup of coffee a month. Starting next year, plans are to include ongoing street maintenance funds into the annual budget each year. However, catching up on our worst streets now is a top priority for Durham. Thanks to voter approval of previous bonds, the city is nearing the point to keep future repaving on a regular schedule. Economic conditions make it a good time to finish the job on which we've already made significant progress. Whatever your decision, learn more about what we've done already, streets that have been paved or are being paved over the next few months, and the streets on the 2010 bond repaving plan by going to the city's website at www.durhamnc.gov. Then click on the Operation Greenlight icon. Thank you for watching. To learn more about the 2010 Street Bond Referendum. And please remember to vote November 2nd. It could cost you a cup of coffee.